we are saying hello from West Virginia. Okay, well, what I am saying is joke of the day, because I know you love joke of the day and I am ready with a great joke of the day. So what is a math teacher's favorite season? You know, like all the seasons, the 4 seasons that we experience, especially in West Virginia, we do experience all 4 seasons. So what's a math teacher's favorite season? Summer. Haha, because look at it. Summer. That's a great one. I love that one. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to now take a look at 0 in the denominator of a fraction. This is something that confuses people really, really bad. So I've got an illustration that will help you to understand when you have 0 in the numerator what your answer should be, and when you have 0 in the denominator what your answer should be. You need to understand that your numerator, let me get this out of here, your numerator represents the number of objects to be passed out. Number of number of objects to be, boy, I really cannot spell, can I? To be passed out. Or to be divided out, because that's what a division problem is. Notice that when I have a fraction is a division problem. The bar always indicates division. So my numerator is going to indicate the number of objects that I have to pass out. The denominator is going to indicate the number of groupings that I'm going to spread them out to. The number of groupings, or as I like to say, the number of people who will receive the objects, but the number of groupings. So in other words, if I say, for instance, in this case, a 6 in the numerator is going to indicate I have 6 markers in my hands to pass out. 2, 4, 6 markers in my hands to pass out. That's what 6 in a numerator means. But 6 in a denominator means however many markers I have in my hands, the 6 in the denominator means there are 6 sections in which I will be passing them out, or there will be 6 people to receive them. So for instance, if I had, say, a 12 over 6, what that would indicate is I have 12 markers in my hands, and there are 6 sections in which I'm going to pass these 12 markers out. Or like I said, I prefer to think of it as 6 people out there to receive these markers. So with that in mind, let's take a look at these two. So if this one says the numerator tells me how many objects I have in my hands, this means I don't have any markers at all. Okay? My hands are free of markers. This will indicate that there are 6 people out there to receive my markers. 6 people out there to get those markers. Well, if I don't have any markers in my hands, how many markers is each person going to get? Yes, nobody's going to get any markers at all. So in that case, my answer will be 0. However, this one says, okay, I have 6 objects in my hand, because remember, the numerator tells me how many objects I've got in my hands. So I have 6 markers in my hands to pass out. How many people are out there to receive them? Right, nobody. So therefore, I'm trying to pass these markers out. I'm really trying to make it happen, but nobody's there to receive them. So if that's the case, then what I say is that my action is what we call undefined. I cannot define the action because I cannot make the action happen. And that, my friends, is the difference between having a 0 in the numerator and a 0 in the denominator. A 0 in the denominator of your fraction is always going to be undefined because you cannot make the action happen. A 0 in the numerator is always going to indicate that your answer is a 0. I hope that helps. Have a great day.